Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm gonna show you how to write a product description. This is the raw and ugly part of copywriting. I'm not gonna show you how things are really pretty. I'm gonna show you how copywriting looks really ugly and then turns out into a really persuasive and good copy. So none of those easy bullshit things. I'm gonna show you the raw process behind doing copywriting, in this case for a product description, which I'm really good at. So we grab this running shoes, generic running shoes, and we're gonna turn it into a product description that actually sells. But first of all, we need to start with what is the technique, what are we gonna use, right? Always in copywriting, it's really good to use some formulas because they work as a guide. They're gonna guide you through the process and make sure that you never run out two wrong places and you follow one path. So we're gonna talk about today my favorite technique called the golden circle, basic by Simon Sinek. Basically, he tells you like you should always start telling people why. Why should they buy your product? Why should they see your offer, see your post, and not the thousands of other posts? So rather than telling people running shoes, we're gonna tell them first why should they buy these running shoes in specific, right? Then how are they gonna achieve this vision, this dream, this pleasure that we're selling to them? And just at the end, the what. Because if you tell people the what first, is like spoiling them a movie. You're telling them, yes, the main character dies, and then you're telling them the movie, right? So no one's gonna be excited, no one's gonna be desiring to know, right? So we need to build this desire in order to get more people. This description, I haven't done it. This is the raw process, so you're gonna see. First, the most important thing, guys, is to do a draft that even though it's really ugly, just do it, just write it, because in copywriting it's way easier to have a lot of things and cut down and trim all the fat and let it lean and awesome than not having anything and have that blank page. So don't worry, the number one tip that you can learn today is just write anything even though it looks awful. Okay, you can always tweak it out. That's the magic of copywriting. You can always tweak it out and change things up, so you don't need to be all perfectionist in the house. So running shoes, let's think. Okay, why would someone buy running shoes, right? What is the thing that makes running shoes good? Okay, basically that they're comfortable, right? Comfortable, they're easy to your ankles, and what else? Easy to your ankles. Yeah, probably. I will go with those ones, right? Ankles or knee safety, right? So here you need to know your audience and see what drives them best. If your audience reacts better to fear, like having a injury in your knee, or to the pleasure of comfortable, right? Of running with shoes that just feel like a cloud, right? You don't even feel them, right? They're so comfortable, you feel like you're barefoot. Okay, how are you gonna achieve this knee safety? With shoes that support your ankle, right? Okay, and then what? This awesome running shoes. You see, my first version is not gonna look pretty at all. It's gonna look even dumb. But the trick here, guys, is to force yourself to do at least 3 drafts. Most of the times I even do 5 or even 10 if I want to get a really good product description, but at least do 3. 3, that's okay. You can get. Okay, so second draft. Now we have something, right? We know that we're gonna go to the easy on the ankles and knee safety part. So why? Does have you ever felt a pain on the knee and wondered this is this going to look like in 10 years, right? So in this case, I want to make that picture of someone being old and having that knee pain. That's the main pain, right? How are they going to achieve that with shoes that actually support your ankle in the right place, right? And then what? Okay, I want to give people like this trust, like this trustworthy running shoes. Don't worry about it, just make it ugly. It's gonna get better, trust me, right? Don't worry if it doesn't make sense. So I'm gonna go to that route, like, okay, why should they buy these running shoes? Basically, because if they don't, they're gonna get knee pain, and in 10 years when they have, let's say that our audience is kind of in their mid 50s, so they're thinking about their grandchildren. So can you imagine? Okay, I wanna, okay, running or exercise, running for 1 year, one reason, running one most popular model. Okay. Oh. See, I'm using Grammarly, so don't worry, you don't need to be perfect at grammar. Luckily, copywriting is always made behind the scenes, so it doesn't actually matter. You just need to make sure that it's good when you send it. Okay, what? This new running shoes now with ankle. So all these things, guys, I'm not a running shoes expert. I'm just figuring out some insights that I've had. Like I've been running in the past. That's the thing, guys. If you're a copywriter, if you're a marketer, you have thousands and thousands of experiences already in your head. You can imagine yourself, what was the last time that I went running? What were the things that I thought like, this, did my knees hurt? Did I thought I like these shoes are not comfortable, or I should do this or this? So you already have a lot of insights in you, so take advantage of that. You don't need to even go and do research. Why? Because the inner experience, it's worth way more than anything that you can get online, because you're living it yourself and you know these little details that you're only gonna know if you experience it yourself. That's why I always encourage people to test their products, to do the things that you're selling, right? Go out there and run if you're selling running shoes, and you're gonna start realizing these little things that people are actually going through. So if marketing and copywriting it's solving people's problems, you need to get those problems yourself. If you truly want to take it to the next level, and be a good copywriter, obviously. So, okay, I mostly want to go to that route of running is awesome, but you need to take care of it. So we're gonna start giving some of those pleasures, right? We all know, that runners, so you know that runners high, right? That runners high. Nothing, so nothing better than starting your day with powerful. See, in copywriting, you're always trying to make it shorter. So nothing better than a morning, starting your day with a powerful run, then a morning run to start your day fresh and clear-headed. See, we're selling the picture right now. We're selling them the dream. What is the pleasure that they want, right? So if we know that they like running, they're gonna relate to this. Fresh and clear-headed. Knowing that okay, if you get stuck, you can go to the next one. Having trustworthy pair of shoes you can. Here guys, we're gonna tweak it out, we're gonna change the order, so don't worry if it doesn't look good, you can always reframe it at the end. Really important here guys is that you're selling them a dream, right? You're telling them why it, and most people just jump into the features, right? Like tell you like, okay, my shoes have this ankle support that is really good and that's why you should buy it. But it's not quite that. You need to sell them an emotion, you need to sell them something, a problem that they have, a vision into the future so they can buy from you over and over again. So just don't jump into the features right now, but until the end. It's like a movie. You need to tell a story, right? Storytelling. So we're almost finished here. And okay. Okay guys, here you need to research your audience and see what is the things that they live day by day, what are the words in specific that they like the most, so you can add them here. So in this case, I use clear-headed because I think it's gonna trigger something. If you have run in the past, you know that there's a point where you run so much that you just stop thinking and then you feel like you have a really clear head. People tell it like runner's high. So I'm always trying to mention that part so I know this is gonna trigger something. So a winner day always starts with the winner morning, right? You're putting the setup. This is the setup, right? They already know what's kind of going on. Nothing better than a morning run to start fresh and clear headed. You're gonna, oh yes, you're gonna think about all those times, and that's awesome. Having a pair of shoes you can trust is crucial for long-term benefits. After all, we are all want to be a cool grandpa that it's 90 and can still run around. So we're touching that pain of being old but not being able to run around with your grandchildren, right? So if our audience it's like from 40 to 50, they're more worried about this because probably they already have kids and they know they're gonna have kids, so they want to be this cool grandpa that can run around and be healthy and play with them. And at the end, new running shoes now with ankle support, so that you're telling them a story, and not until the end you tell them the answer, right? You tell them like, yes, you should have some pair of shoes that you should trust because of this and these reasons, and at the end you're telling them, okay, the special thing about these shoes and they have ankle support, and you realize that all those things that you wanted that you now have in your head are answered by this thing. So you know, guys, you felt all the pressure building up, all the desire building up, and at the end give the answer. And then obviously you should really really want to, let me see, to buy here, obviously. Just under that you made all the emotion, all the story, ankle support, boom, click. I hope you enjoyed, guys. Thanks for watching. Apply it, let me know how it goes in the comment down below, and I'll see you tomorrow.